Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, for those of you that you saw this stitch, I wanted to show you, let's say, without putting over the yarn over the hook. Yeah, it's very easy, and maybe it's not gonna eat so much yarn. But for those of you that you didn't see this stitch, well, I call this stitch because I never saw this stitch before. So I came up with this, I was playing with the yarn, so if this stitch exists somewhere, I would like to know the name. But you do 3 rows, you can chain any numbers of chains you like, odd, even, it doesn't matter, as many as you like, whatever project you do. Then you do 3 rows of, skip the first, after you chain, you skip the first chain, and in the second chain from the hook, you start doing in each chain single crochet, and you do 3 rows of single crochet. Well, I wanted to show you a way maybe you can, maybe it's much easier for some of you and doesn't need so much yarn. So after you, let's say you finish the 3 rows of single crochet, you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna skip this one, and in the next stitch we're gonna go in there and we're gonna pick up a loop. We're gonna go beneath this stitch, the space here, you go in there, pick up a loop, and you go below the space here and you're gonna pull up a loop. So you're gonna have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops, and you're gonna move to the next stitch. So you go into the stitch, pick up a loop, you go into this space and the space below. So you go in the space here, pick up a loop, and you go into the space below, and you're gonna pick up a loop, and then yarn over and pull the yarn through the loops, and you're gonna do like this. The spaces are right here, so you're gonna go into the stitch on top, then the space below, then the space below. So you have 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and you move to the next stitch, you pull up a loop, the spaces are here and here, so you go below into the space, pull up a loop, and then you're gonna go the space below this one, so you go in there, pull up a loop, you have 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and you're gonna do like this. Maybe this way it's much easier for some of you and it doesn't take so much yarn. So you have 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and it's gonna look like this. Like these ones, it's a little bit deep, and it's thicker here because we keep putting the yarn over the hook. But with this one, you just go into the stitch, pull up a loop, you go beneath the space in there below, pull up a loop, and the space below. In there, you pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and it's like this. Okay, let me try to put this a little bit higher, maybe you can see. Yeah, it's a very easy stitch, but it has really nice the design. So you pull up a loop, you go the space below, and then the space below. So you go into this, pull up a loop, you go into the next space below, and then pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and you do like this. And the spaces, you can see them, the space. It's very easy. Oh, I wanted to go yarn over. Yeah, I like the yarn over, even though it takes a lot of this is with yarn over and it's thicker. This one, it's already a little bit slimmer, not so thick. So you do like this. You go below, pull up a loop, you go below, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook. Pull the yarn through all 4 loops. Well, if you think this is much easier for some of you and it doesn't need so much yarn, well, try this way. Especially this way, if you have thick yarn, it's gonna be okay. It still is gonna give you some, because it's thick. It's thick. Yeah. So you do the way you like. If you don't know this stitch, I call this stitch the caramel cone. So you can search on my channel and see the stitch. And then you will know exactly what to do for this one. But maybe some of you might like this one better than the original one. Yeah, but I really don't know this. I never saw this stitch. So if you know, some of you, the name, let's put the name, that way we have only one name. Yeah, but it's important to pull this, you know, you go into the stitch, pull up a loop, then you go into the second space here, this space, pull up a loop. This one should be a little bit taller, and then you go the last one below. And when you do this, make sure that you pull high, and this is gonna kind of pop out the line. Yeah, so you do like this. If you don't like with the yarn over, like you put the yarn over, you go into the stitch, then yarn over, you go into the space below, pull up a loop, yarn over, and you go to the last space below, and like this, and you have many. And when you pull that, it's a little bit, well, thicker. And if you don't want so much space in between, then you're gonna use, well, this yarn recommends that I should use 4mm crochet hook, but I'm using 4.5. Yeah, so it's a little bit tighter and somewhat a little bit rigid. Yeah, so if you don't want that, work with the crochet hook that the yarn recommends, and you're gonna be okay. And it's like this. I think this one goes faster. So if you like this, give it a try. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.